And we are live.
Alright, welcome back to the Slumdog's podcast. We have a guest with us today. His name is...
You don't know my name?
Starts with the letter.
Starts with the letter L?
This is our friend Noah.
Yeah, that bit sucked. Well, yeah.
He's another friend from high school.
Yeah. I've known Leo for about, I want to say, since your freshman year, I think.
Yeah, 6 years?
Yeah.
Fuck,
6 years. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, how old were you when he was a freshman?
I was a junior. Because I moved to, okay, where did it start? So I was living in Lake Isabella, which is about, I want to say 4 hours from here. It's a lake resort town, I guess, where they had a lake, obviously, but it was people go there to, jet ski and stuff like that, and there was a town you can go to, and a lot of hiking trails, but... I lived there for about most of my life until my high school year because I moved to public school in my freshman year, kind of public school, because I was caught cheating. I was caught cheating in school most of my early middle school. So when they found that out, then they were like, okay, you're going to a public school.
Damn.
Yeah, but I mean that was best decision, honestly, because now I'm smarter and not a fucking idiot.
Fuck homeschool kids. All I just hate.
Well, the thing is it was kind of homeschool still, but not. It was. I was still living in Lake Isabella, and I went all the way to Bakersfield, which is about an hour and a half drive.
Mm-hmm.
So
every day?
Well, not every day. It was only 2 days a week, and I think it was every Tuesday and Friday. So Tuesday was the longer days, and the Friday was the short. Kind of like how we had some days where we get out an hour early or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We would get there, do our classes, normal public school classes, kind of. Then we would come home with homework, and on the Friday, either you had a second class, depending on which class required 2 classes per week, or it was just sometimes your electives.
Mm.
And I did that, but most importantly, I got there till about junior year, I graduated sophomore. Then we decided to move to Paso because my parents, or my dad specifically, got a job here with my uncle. So I lived at my uncle's house in his I want to say it was a
shack thing, right?
Kind of. It was a garage, but it wasn't. It was a little entertainment room that should have been an entertainment room, but it ended up becoming our house. So it was just a one room where all of us slept, where we had our TV and a couch on the other side of my parents' bed, and I had a bunk bed with me and my sister, and we lived there. And we had to use my uncle's kitchen and bathroom, living room. We just lived there. And we lived there for I want to say a year-ish.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because most of my junior year was just living there. And then finally we got our own house, which is where I currently live, kind of. But in my junior year, it was about 2014 when I moved here. And I came to meet Leo in my junior class because I went to art class.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I do art. I do art now, but that wasn't because I was an artist at all. I just went to art because it was easy.
Really? You weren't an artist before?
No.
What the fuck?
No, dude, I started art in senior year.
What the shit? But
yeah.
Didn't you draw Sonic characters and stuff as a kid?
Well, yeah, but it wasn't anything serious. I'm just because I'm a fucking dweeb. I'm a fucking
shit.
But I did that, and then I met you in your freshman year, and then I forgot how exactly we I think I got moved to your table.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Cause I don't remember. Oh, I think we just did a class switch. They just moved us for some reason. But that's where I met you and another guy who we shall not name.
Oh yeah.
No, but I met you, met him, and he introduced Stefan in my freshman year. or not my freshman year, my junior year.
Yeah.
I met those two, and I was friends with them. Like, we were kind of the trio, and then you came along. Because I hung out with you, and I think he also met you too, because we were in the same class. That's how I met him.
Mm-hmm.
So we all kind of met each other and just, laughing at dumb shit. I remember specifically in our class when you pulled up, someone pulled up Cornhub. Where, like, it was like, we pulled, he brought up Cornhub, and it was really funny because we were looking at all the titles. It was like interracial corn, and it was like yellow, and then like the multicolored blue corn or something like that. But I just remember laughing our asses off at that in art class, like, I mean, discreetly. But that's how I met you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of just how it all started there, really.
Well, yeah, I wanted to be your friend because, like, you actually knew about, like, Legend of Zelda.
You sucked my tits.
Just a fuck. No, but, like, growing up, like, nobody at my school, nobody ever talked about Zelda.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, when you started talking about it, I was like, oh, shit, he knows what's up. Because it was like this, like, it was like there was, like, a split personality where at home I would just be this fucking nerd. But, like, at school, I would just, like...
You were the coolest fucking guy ever.
Yeah, but, like...
You got all the bitches.
Yeah, bro. I just got all the fourth grade
God.
No, not at all. but yeah, that's when... Because, like, when I met you, I was like, oh, I can, like, talk about nerd shit at school. So
right.
It was, like, a new experience.
Yeah, and then, yeah, that's how it all started. And, God, what... Trying to remember. Oh, we went to, like, when did we start going to video class? Because that's when it really, like, that's when everything really kind of started.
Was that your senior year?
I want to say junior. Well, I think it was our junior year because me and Stefan and the other guy, we were doing a thing called. Do you remember 2.5 American Citizens? Yeah, really shitty.
Wait,
fucking.
what?
2.5 American Citizens.
Because
like a talk show type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
That we were doing.
We did like we would record like bits, like we were just kind of like news reporters, I think, or something.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and it was just complete utter nonsense, but it was genuinely like a great memory of mine. I looked forward to it every single day because it was just like we just fuck around and make videos. And then we brought you in, and you just kind of ended up being part of the team. Dude, the team got big because we got Sergio in it. We got
Mason was in it at one point.
Yeah,
Mason Hansen.
Mason did like a shitty like Donald Trump impression. He was like a skinny Donald Trump, but it was really funny. Then we had, God, who else did we have? Do you remember?
I don't know. I was only in one episode.
No, you weren't. You weren't a few. You were in a few.
Not even.
Yes, you were.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe I worked on them, but I don't remember being like on camera.
Oh, well, I know we did some stuff and you were in it. But we did that and that was cool. That video class really, that's what put me in towards my career choice. So, not filming, apparently. It's not far from it, but it was art and animation, so that's what I stuck with, because I don't know what it was, why I started drawing at that time. And that's another thing we bonded over, is because you could draw really, really good. No, come on, Leo, you can draw really fucking good. You would always draw, like, super realistic portraits, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, how did you do that? And, like, I look at my shitty Walt Disney. I mean, it wasn't shitty.
No, it wasn't shit. I think it's still hanging up in the... It was still hanging up in my senior year.
They stole from me. They didn't commission me for it. But, yeah, we did that, and that's one thing we bonded over is art. Mm-hmm. And, I think I got more obsessive, though, with it. I got way too obsessed with it, and here I am now. So, yeah, that's how we met. And how I got to this point.
I feel like that like group in the video class, kind of like, some people left it and some people joined, but pretty much that's been like the main group since it formed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, because I still talk to most of the people from that class to this day.
Yeah. I mean, we still hang out with Sergio. We still hang out with Stefan. Mm-hmm. We don't hang out with Chase. But
But like, Blazin was in our videos.
Yeah, Blazin, man.
Arena and stuff.
Yeah, Blazin was interesting. I remember, like, he he was introduced through text actually because he was just kind of shoehorned into our group chat, and Stefan was like, "Oh, this is my friend Blazin." Like, and I remember being really hostile. I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like getting all like, "Who is this guy? You know, what's he doing in our territory?" But now he became one of the best chaps. But yeah, and I'd never met Daniel until like
when was it? When did we go to the theaters?
No, I think we went to Slow. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you came.
Valentine's Day.
I remember because you were in my car, and I remember because I had to stop to visit my mom in the hospital. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that now.
I wasn't embarrassed. I was just like, man, I hope they don't mind. But like, I got shit to do right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was first.
I remember that.
That was the first.
And was it like 2018?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Or
Was
2019, I think.
2019?
Yeah.
No, it was 2019, huh?
Oh yeah, maybe it was because I moved back. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, I remember that. That's how we met. This one, because it's weird because I knew your sister before I knew you.
Right.
Because I had class with her back in high school.
Yeah.
And then Leo I had always known since like 7th grade.
Yeah.
All right.
But,
same with like Blaze and I met when we had band together in like 8th grade.
Bro, I remember when I met you, like, because you came to Lewis in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
I remember like one of the first memories was that you had like this big bag of tortilla chips in your backpack.
I just pulled that motherfucker out whenever. Just like, it was big as fuck. It was like this big. I would just carry it around with me at all times.
hold it like a Buster sword.
Yeah, fucking some Mary Poppins type shit. You just pull that shit out.
Right.
How long did that last you? Because it lasted you a pretty long time, right?
Like, you know, like when you first go back into school, and then like it's like beginning of the school year. Then the second day is like the second day of the school year. Then after a while, you just stop giving a fuck. You know where all your classes are and stuff. Mm-hmm. Same point. Mm-hmm. You know where it stops being the end of the school year, or the beginning of the school year is when pretty much I think I got rid of. I think either I got rid of it or I finished the bag of chips.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, it was weird. And I met a lot of people in middle school, I guess.
Yeah.
Some of them I still talk to.
I don't talk to anyone from my school. My past schools, I guess.
They're homeschool kids.
Well, I mean, sure. The ones from like Lake Isabella, I don't ever talk to because mostly one of them I had a kind of a really traumatic experience with, so I don't want to like associate with that. And the whatchamacallit? The other friend, he just moved away and just never talked to me again. But then the one from my early years of high school, he, like, we were good friends for a while. Like, literally, we were still friends when I moved to Paso, but we just don't talk anymore. Like, he was kind of like the, I would say he was kind of like a good, like, Christian boy, you know, like, really tall, lanky guy. Hung out with him for a while, but then after that, yeah, we just kind of willed out. Whatever. We moved on with our lives.
Yeah, such is life.
Yeah, that's how it be.
Yeah.
I've only talked to like 9 people from high school on a regular basis, pretty much. But yeah.
Yeah, but oh man, the living in Paso though, it's been better than living in fucking Bakersfield, like just an actual hellhole over there. It's always hot. Oh man, I still remember like the church we used to go to there too, because it was just like this. It was literally just a room, or like I would say room. It was like a building sharing another building with like different businesses. So it was just like it's supposed to be. I feel like a business room or a conference room or something like that, but it was just a church. Very good people there. I'm still friends with the pastor's daughter, but that's other than that. Everyone,
Pastor's daughter, an archetype.
Well, literally because everyone else was. I don't think anyone really was my. Oh yeah, there was. It's just I don't know what happened to them. I don't know. That's the only person that I ever really we ever kind of kept in touch. So it's
what church do you follow, or what?
Huh?
Or what church are you a member of?
Well, Christian church, just non-denominational, but personally me, I think I'm working on it, if that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Non-denominational just kind of sounds like freestyle Christianity, you know? Like,
I mean,
you're not tied down to anything. You just kind of...
That's pretty much what it is.
What would Jesus do?
Bebop Christianity.
Bebop Christianity.
I mean, yeah. If you can glean what you can glean from it, it's just like, you know, be a good person. Just do what Jesus would do. You don't have to like not eat pork, or you can't wear this fabric or anything like that. It's not like that. That's just But I have family members that are like that. It's called Seventh-day Adventist.
Adventists.
Like every Sunday they don't do anything. It's like Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I'd go insane, but and they don't. And they're like they're all vegetarian, but I think that's just their preference. But they can't. They don't eat a lot of like specific things. Like they don't eat. Oh god, they don't eat bottom dwellers. They don't eat pork. I don't think.
They don't eat body dwellers.
Bottom dwellers.
Bottom dwellers.
Oh, so like mollusks.
Oh, bottom eaters. Like,
bottom feeders?
Bottom feeders, yeah, not bottom eaters.
Well, dweller makes sense too, though, I think, right?
So they won't eat crab, they won't eat lobsters, they won't eat, like, any kind of mollusk or anything like that, like any shellfish, because they say it's sin. Not because it's, I don't know.
Is it because of, like, the book of Leviticus? Or it's just kind of like...
Well, there is something
like
in the Bible.
No shellfish kind of thing? There
is something in the Bible, because, like, they describe them as, like, a bottom feeder, it's like it's eating the dirt and filth of the world, so it's like, why associate... So, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't say anything, because it's like, I don't really know, so I don't want to say, like, oh, it's this, when it's probably not.
Right, but I mean, there's similar reasons as to why some religions or cultures just don't eat pork. You know, because it's like some people say it's like a filthy animal. It's like a dirty animal.
I don't get it, because pigs are smart. Pigs are like
really
incredibly
smart.
intelligent creatures.
People would get sick from eating pork, wouldn't they?
Because pork meat has viruses that heat can't kill. Mm-hmm. So it can still carry viruses even if you cook it, and you can still get sick from it. So it would be the cause of like plagues and shit like that. Mm. And also, there's a few reasons why. Also, another thing I heard is because the pig has a cloven hoof, which is like what the devil has. And that's why some cultures won't eat pigs, because it's like a representative of like the devil and shit. Mm. I've heard that too, but I've heard a lot of things regarding pork. You know, it's just one of those animals. Like, and I've heard it from all sorts of cultures, like Muslims, mm-hmm. Jews, even. Even like some racial cultures. You know, like or like ethnic cultures even. But I don't know, it's interesting. The pig is an interesting animal, I suppose.
Yeah. It's, personally, I don't get it. This is because the way I'm born and, like, the culture that I've lived in, like, I don't understand. So, and I wish I could understand, but some people, that's just how it is. And that's fine. It's just, I like bacon. So, that's just me.
I mean, pork is delicious.
Yeah,
delicious animal.
It's very. Mm. But
you don't okay. You don't like pork?
It's okay. I like bacon and like our ribs pork.
Sometimes they can.
They can pork ribs.
Yeah, those are pretty good. But
bro,
like,
how can you
like
pork
ham
ribs?
That much. I don't like ham that much.
Pork is hella good. Bacon, ham.
I don't like
fucking.
Why don't you like ham? Have you ever had like a Thanksgiving like Christmas hamburger?
Pulled pork.
Like
dude, I'm gonna have to.
Pulled pork's okay.
I'm gonna have to.
It's just carnitas, but like.
Carnitas?
Carnitas are good, but like...
Bro, have you ever had like old-fashioned, like straight up like homemade carnitas? Or like some old-ass grandpa has a big old wok?
Yeah.
Then they don't even have like some sort of like boilerplate or something. It's just like a fire. They straight up make a fire, and he's like moving with a wooden stick. That shit's hella bomb.
There's a guy in San Miguel who sells carnitas every 2 weeks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there's only businesses like that.
Every 2 weeks, it's like the pig has to be born, and then. No, but
there's a lot of birria places like that, and here in Paso and in San Miguel was hella birria places
and stuff. Popusas, there's one.
Yeah,
here.
the Salvadorians or whatever, mm-hmm. The Salvatruchas.
But yeah, fucking.
Yeah, it's been pretty good though, and then like, gosh, senior was probably the coolest year of my life.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, senior year was the best because like I had a girlfriend, I had a career choice that I wanted. You know, like it was the best.
You made like a 4-part fucking animated series, dude.
Yes, that's
really.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh gosh, where do I even start? So I'll talk about it. It was senior year of high school, right?
Yeah.
We had video class. It was I think it was what's it called when it's like it was video
AP?
class?
Or what?
Well, it was the second video class, but it was really the same. Because you could we took it. I took it in junior year, but what is it after that?
It's the same thing, I guess. AP2.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's just say video class then. I took video class again with Leo and the friends I had.
The usual suspects.
The huge. We had we had one assignment that was particular. It was called, I think it was just like make a video in the style of a director.
Director's imitation.
Yeah, director's imitation video. And we had to make, say like someone chose Michael Bay, they have to make a video that's like Michael Bay because that one person.
That's
in class.
awesome. That's an awesome assignment.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun to see how people interpreted it, and someone's gonna pick Michael Bay because it's easy. I don't know shit about filming. I'm not a good actor, I think. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how I act, so I don't do it too much. But I had really no ideas. So, like, I was just like, what do I do? Because, like, I'm not really good at filming any. I'm good at, like, helping people film and, like, being in their videos, but making something and writing something like that.
Yeah.
I was just too self-conscious. I'm still kind of self-conscious when it comes to, like, filming, acting things out. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind trying voice acting, but that's... Yeah. I decided, I was like, okay, so I'm going to try something, because at the time I was actually drawing a little more. I was doodling things and just like, getting into it, but I wasn't really serious about it. And I chose originally with Stefan Hillenberg, because I was like, oh, I'll make an animation because no one else will do that, and that'll be, I'll get an A. So it's like
Stephen Hillenberg's SpongeBob.
Yeah, he made SpongeBob.
His animation was like he walks out of the door. He's like, "Oh boy, I can't wait to see my friends today." You remember that shit?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it was awful. It was no, it was awful. Don't even shrug. It was awful. It was pure ass. Because like I didn't know how to draw. I didn't know how anything really. It was just drawing, and it was supposed to be kind of like SpongeBob. Like I was going to work. I was working at Jamba Juice at the time, so it was like me going to Jamba Juice instead of SpongeBob going to the Krusty Krab. Stupid, but I think I got to the point where I was running to work, and I was like, I can't do this. This sucks. I hate this. Because I was coloring it, and I was coloring everything and doing everything on one layer. So I don't know how to work programs. I didn't even know what multiple layers were. Yeah, so it was just ass. But so I stopped and I was like, okay, I need to brainstorm something because I'm losing time. I need to figure something out. So at the time, I've never seen Dragon Ball Z. Like I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh, you should watch it.
It's too late now.
It's not too late.
Kind of is.
It's a bit late.
It's too late if you say so.
I'm just gonna die.
But I wanted to do instead. I was gonna make something based on Dragon Ball Z, or like in the style of it, I guess. So,
right.
And for some reason, I thought, oh, Akira Toriyama is a director, but he's actually just a fucking artist.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I want to make a superhero. And it's gonna be like Dragon Ball Z, and they're gonna fight like in Dragon Ball Z. And I remember sitting in my room. I was sitting on my I wouldn't say it's a couch. It was like my bed, but like under it, I had a bunk bed that was like under it had a couch. I sat there and I was brainstorming. I was like, what can I do? Like, what character? I looked around my room and I noticed my turtle. I have a tortoise named Gus, and he was in his cage, just like because tortoises have a thing where like if they see their reflection, they'll think it's another tortoise and they'll try to like interact with it or fight with it or something like that. So I saw Gus and I was like, I wonder if I could make a superhero out of him. I don't know why. And I drew him. he had this goofy long neck, weird, like, he looked like a Dragon Ball character, but he was just this goofy looking tortoise. And I made some drawings of him. Then I made his villain, which was a villain called the Mirror, and the Mirror was in kind of referencing that whole like reflection thing. Right. So it was just like it kind of, imagine it just looked like what's that one X-Men?
Silver Surfer?
X-Man.
Yeah, or he's not fucking X-Men. He's Silver Surfer. Yeah, he looked like Silver Surfer, but he didn't have a mouth or a nose. God. So I made that. That was the villain. And I made an animation of them fighting, and it was like in the style of Dragon Ball. And I worked my ass off on that thing, even though it's not very good.
It's pretty fucking tight, bro. I remember like you like came into art class, and you showed it off to the whole table, and I was like fucking back there. I was like, fuck.
Come on, man. It was yeah, whatever, But it was that was my video. I made a video and they fought, and it was showed it to the class, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing," And of course I got a really good grade on that. Like the teacher was so proud of it. And like he even put Gus on the walls, like on a picture of Gus on the homework. On the homework pages, like the default like art, he was just in it, and I was like, "Holy shit! Like, what's Gus doing on the homework?" And I was so stoked, and I like it was just that boost of confidence, that key that I wanted, that I was looking for, and I continued to make more. I made 2 new characters. I made Madeline, which is like was based off of my Chihuahua that I had at the time. She's my parents gave her away. I was pissed about that, and I still am, because I love that dog. But it's just this scraggly-looking little Chihuahua. I made a character. She was like the sidekick, kind of. I imagine like she was kind of the Krillin.
Right.
So, then I had a villain who was just kind of like based off of Broly, Kaikame, who was like it was a leatherback sea turtle. Mm-hmm. And he was like, his whole thing was like he was trying to defeat the humans because they were like causing pollution, and like the sea turtles are endangered, so he's trying to protect them, but like he's a villain of the series. So I had this whole like fucking story with Gus and Kaikame, and like I think it was the third one that actually had plot. I had it was an animation where Gus was doing a Kamehameha, and that's when Madeline showed up at first, because she was just like, oh, cool, whatever. Then I had that little end part where that's when I really took things serious. I think that was that scene I decided I wanted to be an animator, because it was like visual storytelling. Mm-hmm. There was a sea turtle. He was at the Tiki God. He was very distraught, and like the god gave him like powers, and he became this gigantic like turtle man. And I did like a cool sweeping shot where he like does like a big old burst of like energy or whatever. And I thought that was sick as fuck at the time. I was like, oh my god, I'm so cool. But and then the second one, or the next animation was him raiding the city, and like Gus and Madeline went to work, and like then he kills Gus.
He fucking dies, bro.
Yeah, but all in all, I made those, and that's what really got me into animation. Mm-hmm. And I decided that's what I want to do for my career. I want to be an animator. So I continued to draw for ever since then. I've been working every single day doing it. I went to art college, and that's an era. If you remember, Leo.
Yeah.
That was a fucking era, because I graduated, and I went to art school. Now, this is something I actually do want to talk about, because I feel like it's something every freaking, like, artist that goes into art school, it's something that pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you about my experience with Art Institute of Orange County, or the entire fucking Art Institute.
Fuck Art Institute, bro.
So, I went to school there I was supposed to go there for 3 years, because I was in an accelerated program.
Yeah.
I should have been graduated by now. Mm-hmm. I should have had my degree. Spoiler alert, I didn't. I went to school, lived with my uncle in like a private room. You know, at the time I was like, this is great. I get to live with family and go to school. School was art school, animation school, art school. I think is just fucking bullshit.
Ass. Fucking
yeah, it is
fucking overpriced bullshit.
It is, yeah. I will tell you from experience, from fucking experience, it is not worth it. Now, like, I recommend anyone that does art or animation or wants to get into a career that do online. There are great online schools. Anim School. What's the one I did earlier? iAnimate. Anim School. Like, those two, I'm actually doing Anim School, like, in July. That's gonna be my new thing. Mm-hmm. They teach you so much shit within like 3 months. That's just one period, like that one like quarter. I learned so much than anything in my almost 3 years of college of art school, and the teachers didn't know what they like. There were some that knew what they were doing. They had actual industry experience, but they put them in the wrong spots. Like there was this one teacher who worked on like Nickelodeon. He worked on movies. You know, he did like God, I wish I could remember his movies and stuff. But he did a lot of stuff. He did stuff on Avatar too.
Really?
Not Last Airbender, but the live action, the Alien movie.
He did a lot of
did a lot of animation for that. Still though, it's just, but he has experience. But you know what they made him do? They put him in the animation history class, and he's just like, we're gonna learn about Walt Disney, and that's fine. But like, you could clearly tell that his talents were being wasted, and
punch in the rich history.
The one teacher though I had whose name was Gil something, I can't remember, but he was our modeling teacher. And we learned 3D modeling and ZBrush from him. And that was fine, you know, just learning ZBrush. But I learned Maya, which is a 3D program that most companies, like Disney, DreamWorks, they all use that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. They taught me Maya for the most part. But the problem was that everything went always wrong. Like, always, everything went completely wrong because our teacher, like, he knew Maya, but he wasn't an animation teacher. And guess what? He's the animation teacher. They put the guy who just teaches basic Maya as your advanced animation teacher. Not the guy who actually knows animation, you know, the one teaching animation history. Mm-hmm. They put that, like, pretty much the technical guy, like, oh, I know how to work this program, I could teach the program, but I can't teach you animation. So, we learned something, some kind of animation. I don't remember anything from that class because literally it was just absolute bullshit. Mm-hmm. Everything went wrong. You know, the help, like every single person needed help. We never could get the help we needed because there's so many people that needed help. The animations were just terrible. Like, God, you should see some of the people's animations. And sometimes I wonder if it was just because of their skill or if it was just like we had so many problems. So, really botched learning from all in that school. Really just like, I think the most important thing I learned was like the Maya stuff, but like that's it. I could have learned so much more. Like ZBrush, I wish I remembered everything, but I don't. And we had a good teacher, but like I didn't like the competition in that class. And to be honest, I sucked. I mean, I wasn't really a great modeler, but I didn't like kind of the stigma because it was like the teacher held 3 students really highly. And he was like, this is your guys' competition. Me, a little guy who doesn't know anything about 3D modeling. I'm just like, cool. Good to know that I'm already outclassed, you know. And that's fine. I don't mind competition. That's great, you know, to push someone. But it was just the teacher. He was very good, but he was also very, I feel like I never was enough. And that's fine. I mean, it's just because I wasn't really that good. But that's just my personal thing. That has nothing to do with my gripes with animation school. That was just my personal thing.
But so in the end, you didn't graduate or get a degree from there because you stopped. Like, did you drop out? Like,
No,
did you
worse.
get like kicked out or
No.
What exactly happened? Like,
Fucking worse, bro.
So
What
much
happened?
fucking worse. I woke up one day. It was about the week, in the middle of the week. I get a text from a guy that I knew, and he's telling me, "Hey, Art Institute's closing." I'm like, what? Excuse me? Art Institute's
Jesus.
closing? And yeah. So
it just closed.
in 2 weeks, it closed.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So
That's terrible.
That's
Such a
like-
waste.
2 years of like living out there, fucking struggling for a
struggling.
degree, like not learning shit.
I was
And
in the
just-
worst shape of my life. Like, I was almost 300 pounds. I broke up with my girlfriend, horrible thing. I, was extremely depressed. Like, I was so lonely and depressed. My uncle and aunt, like, I was not a good house guest. So, like, because I was so depressed and just in a horrible space, I was a terrible house guest. So, like, they kind of kicked me out, and I had to go live in my own, like, apartment in, like, with some stranger. I had to live in my own room, and I was just lucky to get the price that I did, but still, it's really, like, expensive. And it was so fucking hot in that room. It was literally, like, hotter than, like, it felt like a furnace in there every single day because the AC was broken all the time.
Yeah.
So I had to live there. I would literally permanently just shower with cold water only. So yeah, it was literally the worst time of my life. Just that period, like college closed. I got in a horrible car accident, lost my car. I have to use this shitty car that I have to constantly like pour in the steering fluid because it leaked. So literally, I could be driving down the highway and my steering wheel can't turn anymore. So I have to gamble with my life every time I drive. But yeah, then it closed, and I remember the meeting. I didn't go to the meeting because I was just so fed up. But my friends, my amazing friends that I made at college, that I still talk to this day, man, they're just as victims as I am too.
Yeah.
Because I went to, I quit. Like when I heard that it was closing, like I just quit college. I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing this. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try something else. And because these were the options they gave us. They're like, okay, so you could either go to our next school, like to our school in Hollywood, and get your tuition cut in half, or you could quit and get your tuition forgiven completely. So I don't have college loans. I don't have student loans because I was fucked over like that.
Mm-hmm.
And for nothing really. Like I didn't really learn anything. The teachers were they were smart, but they weren't in the right spots, I feel. And it's like the wrong screw in the wrong part, your car's going to break down. It's going to come fucking loose. That's what it was. They were losing money and they got bought
cars
out.
use screws?
I'm giving an
Bolts or some
example.
shit. I don't know.
Bolts? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm fucking with you. Yeah.
Yeah. But they got bought out by a company. I don't remember the name, but that's what they did. They just bought them, the entirety of Art Institute, and they closed our school down. So if you weren't going to graduate, you either had to continue at another college, one of their other colleges in Hollywood, which is like 2 hours away, or you could go to another college, completely different college, and get like some of your credits transferred. So you kind of almost have to start over again.
Yeah.
But some of your, I don't remember what the benefit was. I think it was your tuition gets cut a little bit. I don't remember. But I just decided, fuck it, I'm not going to do anything. My poor friends that went to Hollywood. Because guess what happens? They went there for about a few months. Boom. The college is also closing. So they lived in Anaheim, Anaheim, Orange County area. They had to commute all the way to Hollywood. One of my friends went to San Diego, the San Diego school. He had to live there for a while, only for it to get closed down for him.
Bro, that's bullshit. That's
Yeah,
fucking
it was
bullshit.
the most absolute bullshit like that they put us through, and I was so angry. I felt so bad for them, but in the end, I think it was best because I learned a very valuable lesson was that art college is bullshit because And I'm not saying all of them are. I'm sure there are really good ones, but in general, I don't think they should ever be a thing. I found that the online ones were so much better. Literally, when I took Intro to Maya, which is, I just decided to relearn Maya from the online school, and I learned so much. I learned more than I have in like 2 years, and it was liberating because I was like, this is affordable. I'm not in debt. I learned more than I've ever learned in my entire fucking life with this program, and I'm only just beginning. So that's why now I'm going to be doing that. I haven't given up on animation or, There you go. I haven't given up on it at all. I've just taken a long detour. Got back, I think it was literally the day. I went to my friend's house because we were playing D&D a lot. Mm-hmm. And then my friend told me, if he listens to this podcast, you'll know what happened. But I went to D&D, and then I came back, or like it was the end of the day. They told me they were leaving for that college to move to San Diego or Hollywood. And I remember being in my car, and I was just like kind of in shock because I was like, I'm going to be alone in this place with no college. My friends are leaving. I was just like, what am I going to do? My life is ruined, And I remember I called my mom. I was like, hey, Mom, I've just been kind of thinking. And, like, I started breaking down crying. I was like, Mom, I want to go home. I need to go home. I can't. Like, I was in the lowest point of my life. Like, literally, I'm surprised I didn't need drugs, I swear. It was so bad. But I got back home. I got better, back into shape. I lost a lot of weight, I kind of gained it back, but not as much. Like,
You're not 300 fucking pounds.
Yeah, I'm not 300 pounds. I, just kind of came home, got my mental health back in order, started a job, and ever since then, it's just been really highs and really lows. But, ultimately, I think it was best to just leave and now start what I'm going to be doing and, actually learn some shit. Because here's the thing, artists, people who want to do animation, they don't give a shit about your bachelor's. Just saying. They don't give a shit. So they just want to, you need to be good.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You just need to be good at what you do.
That's the thing, man. People think college is like the answer for everything. Yeah. And it's like, bro, like it's like this fucking middleman shit. When you go online and you cut out the middleman, you just learn what you need to learn pretty much.
Yeah.
But like with college, it's like it's overpriced, and it's like you're not really learning shit. Like, bro, like fuck school, honestly.
Yeah. And there are people who are 19 years old who work at Disney. I don't know if that's any like consolation for anyone. Like, you can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this. I'm a 21-year-old guy, and I'm glad to be where I am, and I'm glad to have known this information while I'm at this age. So, now I could hopefully get into the industry as soon as possible. But that's just something I see, and I get so like upset because I'm just like, God, like college sucks. I'm not all, but I mean, if it's like a thing where it's like medical, but. Then yeah, you obviously got to go to college.
I don't think that at that point though that's like a concern anymore whether it sucks or not. You're just like you either become a doctor or you don't.
Yeah,
it's 8 years. It's like you either do it or you don't.
Yeah.
Law school too.
Law school. That's a whole last thing. Well, those are like different though. Those are like
worth going for.
Like yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's sort of like a trade.
Yeah, it really is.
Right. Like dude, if I wanted to, I could be on the track to be a teacher. Like, because I work at the school district.
Really?
Yeah, they have programs, I think, where they can get classified employees. You go through, like, the proper programs and shit like that. You can become, like, a teacher or something. I don't think I'd ever do that. I think I'd be a terrible teacher, honestly.
Bro, I end up fighting with some of my students. I have, like...
Dead ass. I have zero patience.
I won't lie. Like, I think later in my life, I think I said this to Leo, but my ideal life where it's, like, I just want to work in a studio, maybe have, like, my... mark in some kind of art way, just like I want to at least do something, contribute to some kind of movie that people will love. And then when I'm old and retired, I just want to teach people art.
That's the best option, honestly.
That's ultimately, like, I think that's how I want to go. I just want to teach people how to, like, get into drawing and stuff like that. Cause
would you ever want to have like your own studio or like your own animation company?
No.
Like independent?
No. Well, maybe it depends, because I know the things that I create now, like I want to make into a thing, but I don't really have the talent, or I mean, I don't know about the talent. I can't say I have the talent. That's just kind of like a, but I don't know if I have the knowledge. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't have the knowledge on how to make it with the programs that I have. Like, I have programs I can make good shit with. I just don't know how to use them. I don't know how to do it. And I'm very, like, selective with my learning. Like, I need someone to teach me one-on-one instead of, like, looking up a YouTube video.
Right.
It's hard for me. That's just how I learn. I'm a visual learner. I got to do it with my hands. And when someone's giving me immediate feedback, that's just immediately how I learn. But
like when you say like you wouldn't know what to do with it, like in terms of like writing or like creativity, or like how so?
My friend from college has been helping me a lot with like writing and giving me feedback on designs and stuff, and I've been roasted to hell and back with that guy, but I'm grateful for it more than anything because I learned, and I'm glad that someone is actually there to help me because I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm being honest. And so in terms of wanting an animation studio, oh, I spit, I'm sorry.
Get out.
In terms of wanting an animation studio, like maybe if I had the opportunity and if I had people who were as driven as I am to make things like that, and make my vision come true, like to help me with that, like, fuck it, I'd love to. But other than that, ultimately, I just want to make my mark, and that's really all that matters to me. And if people, if my stuff doesn't ever become like an animated series or whatever, I'll make a comic. I can do that. Like, yeah. I could go home right now and get started. And I say that now, but I haven't. But it's things like that. Like, I think that's something people don't realize is like, you really can't, like what you guys are doing right now, the podcast, like you guys do this consistently, like you can just do it and make it and put it out there and people watch. So
right. Well, see, that's another debate I see now that like we're in those stages of life in which we have to start like not only deciding and investing and looking into careers and what you're currently doing and what you want to do and that kind of stuff. And when you get on that path, you realize there's like a divide in which you realize like what I'm doing, do I want to work for someone and have a comfortable or stable job, or do I want to roll the dice and gamble and try to make it on my own or do my own thing? And it's like no matter what you choose, that's what you see. So for example, like with your like I don't know a whole lot about the animation industry. I know a little bit, but it's like it's you kind of see that dichotomy of like I could work for like Pixar or Disney or like some sort of big company like that, or use my skills to create my own studios or like my own like company and see where that goes. You see like a dichotomy develop. Some people call it like a selling out kind of thing, like, oh, you sold out and then which I think that's dumb. I don't think selling out really exists like that. And I don't know, it's just something I see, and it's something that's like, it's hard. Because even just in your mind, if you had to make that snap decision, it's hard. Because it's like, you could gamble and lose, and you just lost out of a comfortable, stable job, or like...
Now you're divorced.
Yeah, exactly. You can lose everything like that. But then again, you could also, like, depending on who you are and what your life is like you could think, in your own mind, you could be like, I'm stuck at this job that I don't even like, just because it's comfortable and just because it's stable. I could have done this, I regret it now kind of thing. I don't know, it stresses me out, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's like, we're at that age now, I hate it. It sucks, bro. Yeah. But it's like, fuck it.
That's why I like the song "Time" by Pink Floyd, man. That shit's like scares me. Because like you look up one day and you realize 10 years have gone by, you didn't do shit. It's like that's scary to me.
Nah, dog, that's dumb. What was I doing when I was 10? I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking know.
I'm talking about like you wake up one day, you're 30, but you're in the same place that you were when you were 20.
Right.
But like you're 30 now. So it's not like it's like, oh, I'm 20, I'm just a kid. Like, no, you're a grown-ass man, and you didn't do anything, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm afraid of, personally.
Yeah, it's scary, too, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why, like, That's why I draw every day, because like I want to, if I'm gonna be 30, I want to at least be like really fucking good, or like I want to, something. So starting early with that kind of shit, it's really the best way to go. And I don't know, I see what you mean though. You just gotta have the drive. It doesn't help when you're depressed.
We used to have this thing that we would say, we were gonna save 2D animation.
Oh god,
yeah. Because like we just look at like the state of the industry. Mm-hmm. It was like fucking Teen Titans Go, fucking Steven Universe. Ugh. Yeah.
I mean, everyone says it's a good show, but just looking at that shit, it is not a good show. And if I watch it, I'm gonna fucking hate it. So I'm not gonna watch it.
Which one?
Steven Universe.
Oh,
I bet you're gonna say it's a good show or something, and I should watch it.
No.
All right, good.
Well, like I remember, I remember watching it. I want to say I got about 80% of the way, and I liked it at the time. But then, like, the more I watched it, the more I just kind of stopped caring. And then, like, I realized, like, oh, you know what? I don't actually like this. It's like, I don't know, because I don't really care much for the. I don't want to say designs, because some of them are good, but like I like the backgrounds more than anything. Mm-hmm. That's just me nitpicking. I hate Steven. So, whatever. I don't care about the show.
I don't like the character designs. Just looking at them, they seem very unappeasing to me. Like, very like unappealing. Yeah, like just... like black, like it's so average, like almost so
like a first draft kind of.
Right, like a first draft. There you go.
At least, I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I mean, that's a good point though. I think that's a great goal. Saving 2D animation. Because I mean, there's some great 2D animation. Samurai Jack, the final season.
Oh yeah.
Gennady Tartakovsky's Primal.
I was just about to say Primal.
Primal, right?
Yeah.
There's
Gennady Tartakovsky.
Is this not Gennady?
No, it's Gennady Tartakovsky.
Tartakovsky.
Like Gennady Golovkin.
Gennady Golovkin, right? No, it's, I'm dumb.
No.
There's some good 2D animation, but the problem now though, and I don't want to go on like a tangent or like a rant, but it's just kind of like this. It's just like we have no flavor, like in terms of like culture and media nowadays, in which like everything is so easy because you can just make it into a remake or a spin-off. Like, isn't there another SpongeBob one, like Camp SpongeBob? Camp Coral?
Fuck. I can go for hours talking about how much I hate Camp Coral.
Have you seen it? Or
I haven't seen it. It's not out yet, but
just the plot, the idea,
the premise of it,
and the context of the betrayal of Stefan Hillenburg with that.
Rest in peace.
I cannot believe. Like, Nickelodeon is probably the worst fucking company to ever do such a thing like that. Like, he said himself, like, don't make a spinoff, and
they just waited for him to die, and then they greenlit it. It's like,
literally,
it looks like shit. Like, have you seen it?
It looks fucking horrible, and it looks like it's gonna be the most cringe shit ever, bro. Yeah. Like, legit, like, those original SpongeBob episodes, you can watch them when you're grown. And they're still funny. They're still good.
Yes, like, they're funny.
I was literally, like, waiting for, like, to hang out with someone. And I was just, like, I didn't have anything to do, so I just, like, posted up in my car. And I started watching old SpongeBob. Like, fucking grown-ass man watching old classic SpongeBob episodes. I was still laughing, man.
Dude, that shit just slaps, like, just in general and shit. And it's like, you don't have that same, like, likability with all these new remakes and spin-offs and this and that. It's just like, they do it because they're gonna get money from it no matter what. And it's sad because they don't deserve success. They don't deserve money when you see shit like that. But it's like, they're gonna get it. Because people are gonna they're gonna buy into it out of sheer morbid curiosity, or they're just gonna flip it to China. Because China just gobbles anything up that you give them. And because there's so fucking many of them, it's like...
I'm checking off, like, we covered China.
We covered China. Yeah, no, but it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, remember the movie, like, it came out a few years ago, you probably don't even remember, it's called Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks like some fucking horrible CGI kind of shit.
With Mila Kunis and Channing Tatum.
Oh.
And, like, he had, like, those fucking ears.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember. Because did you show me a CinemaSins on that? Or?
I think so, probably. Like an honest trailer.
Yeah, but it's just like, the animation looks horrible. Like, the plot was like shit. It was just a shit movie in general. But it made a lot of money. Why? Just because they sold it to China. And they don't deserve that. They deserve to, suffer from their failure of just, like, something that's so poorly executed and has no thought or effort behind it in the sense, it's just, like, But they're always gonna get something from it, just because China exists now. Not because they exist now, because there's that dynamic of you can just give them anything and you're gonna make money off it no matter what. I think that's annoying, because now that's why we have this. Now everything is just remakes. It's just remakes and reboots.
There are some flickers of hope that I have. Like, there are things like Spider-Verse that I'm
Spider-Verse is good.
That, like, you know, those are like some flickers of hope, and like because they're so unique and different that they're universally praised, so they will get it. Like, I mean, whether you like it or not, yes, those companies, you know, like they do make shilly kind of shit, you know, to make money, but like they also do like it when things are very popular. Mm-hmm. So when you praise something that's genuinely good, it's like a fucking toddler. You gotta, like, you know, reward the good, not the bad thing. You know, like you gotta do that. But there's also like that majority of people that are just kind of unaware. The blissfully unaware people, like, for example, a very good example, the Lion King remake.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man.
The Lion King remake, because there's so many people on this goddamn earth that are just blissfully unaware. They see Lion King movie that's live action, like, cool. I love Lion King. I'm gonna go watch it. Even and then they go see it. That's how they make their money. And they'll come out. They're like, yeah, it was good. Like, I mean, I like Lion King. And I wish I was like that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm too cynical.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I wish I had a little more, like, you know, optimism about things like that. But so it's just, it's people like that the majority of people that are just kind of blissfully unaware that give into it. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
But the loud people, you know, they say, yo, we hate this. It's terrible because it's a remake and whatever. But, like, we're also kind of just the minority. The loudest minority, but, like, we're also...
I mean, I don't know about all that.
No, I think it's true, though, because the movie made, like, billions of dollars.
And it's a terrible movie. It's literally a shot-for-shot remake with, like, not that great CGI, not that great voice acting.
It's just
with no authenticity.
Beyonce.
Well, and also just because...
Face.
And also because people have kids, too, so, like, they, you know...
And kids will watch fucking anything because they're
kids.
kids.
Watch anything, so...
But, like,
that's why Camp Coral's probably going to be a thing, because...
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's also why Avatar, like, came out, like, 13 years ago. That's why it's still popular. Because it was genuinely good. Like, Spider-Verse is going to be a classic, too. Mm-hmm. And, like, I kind of have, like, a flicker of hope with, don't laugh at me, but, like, the Crunchyroll originals. Like,
High Guardian Spice.
No, not High Guardian Spice, I know. I'm going to watch High Guardian Spice. It's going to be, like, a hate watch thing, but, like...
Then you're just giving them what they want.
Hey, man, as long as...
No, you are, Leo. You're the
You're the problem.
But what I'm gonna...
That's why the Emoji Movie did so well, because people ironically would do
I'm watching it for entertainment
fucking
value.
James Corden. Fuck James Corden. You're a counter-revolutionary,
No,
Leo.
bro, I'm not, like, fucking watching, like, this, like,
We gotta kill Leo now.
No, but, like, I'm gonna watch, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but that show that they're doing, Tower of God.
Oh, yeah.
That shit looks fucking good, man.
Oh, yeah. Things like that, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I think you showed me that. I'd have to
the
look into it.
animation that's, like, really high quality, and, like, they have, like, I don't know, I think they have some, like, pretty interesting shows lined up.
Well, I mean, honestly, though, like, anime is one of the last, you know, like, bastions of originality. And just, like, good, not only 2D, but just, like, not only 2D animation content, but just, like, writing, storytelling, etc. It's one of the last bastions of hope, really. Because you got hella good shit that's coming out and that they're coming up with.
And it's not just remakes.
And it's like, not just remakes.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah,
like, Demon Slayer and all that shit. Like, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia... all those new ones and shit that are coming out, like, people are starting to abandon, like, Western animation and stuff for, like, that kind of stuff.
And with good reason, for fuck's sake.
Easily.
I mean, I don't watch anime, but, like, I mean, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, you can only stomach so many Cars movies, you know what I mean?
But I can only stomach so many harem, like, fucking slice of life animes that are all the same, too. So it's
That's
like...
True. That's true.
That's true, but with anime, it's sort of...
And so
anime
many,
is like Netflix originals, and it's just always going to be something that you very specifically like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, you know, shonens and shit, like, they... I mean, My Hero Academia was probably the only one that, like, stood out because there's just a lot of shonens that are just kind of, like, all the same.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, it's either something like Bleach, it's either something like Dragon Ball, it's either something like Hunter x Hunter, it's something like, you know.
It's the same formula.
It's the same formula.
But it's the same structure, but it's, like, original in its execution, I think.
Sort of, but
Sometimes.
they have the same thing. Like Dragon Ball, they have Ki, right? And then Naruto, they have Chakra, and then Bleach, they have like Spirit Pressure or Reiatsu, or... And then
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter has like, what is it, like Nen or something? I forgot what it's called. There's some
You
sort of
know-
word like that. But it's like, same thing. They all have their power-ups. They all have innate abilities. No. Like, it's the same formula, you know?
Yeah, but
So
I
it's-
mean, watching Naruto doesn't feel like you're watching Dragon Ball, though.
No.
So that's what I mean.
Well,
it's
Dragon
like,
Ball was based off of Legend of
Journey to the West.
Journey to the
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah,
Journey to the
yeah.
West. Yeah, but
Well, the Dragon Ball, just that part was,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
have you seen the old concept art for Goku?
Mm,
He's literally a monkey.
really.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you could tell why they changed it because otherwise it'd be just verbatim Journey to the West. But Bulma was a cowgirl. Oolong was like a big fat pig. He was bigger, and Goku was this tiny little monkey man. It's so funny. I should show you the picture. I actually liked it, but
Pull it up, JD.
Well, Dragon Ball is based off of like Chinese mythology and stuff, though,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's Sun Wukong. In Japanese, it's just Sun Goku, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like, at least there's like variation in like Japanese animation in terms of
Yeah.
the execution.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's always gonna be stories that are similar, but
I don't get Gundam ones though. Like, I mean, I'm
Like
speaking from
mecha
a,
anime.
Mecha?
sure, yeah, like Gundam shit, like Mecha, like all those giant robots. Like me, I'm very like, I don't know anything about them, but like to me they all look the same.
No, but...
And I probably pissed off a lot of people saying that, but like, or whoever, you know. But.
Well, Neon Genesis Evangelion's different, though, because that's like a Go anime.
That's the only one I ever hear about. Like,
No, like, it's dead ass. It's not just like we put on our robot suits and fight crime. No, it's not bullshit like that. It's like, it's super, like, profound. Just, like, layers of it. Just, like, human, like, socio-politically, like, even with, like, even biblical references and shit. It's just super profound in a way that's enjoyable.
Mhm.
It's not just, like, a history class. Like, you actually enjoy it and shit. And it's just, like, so much to it. It's legit, like, one of the best animes. And the intro fucking slaps.
Oh, dude.
Easily one of the best intros ever.
Fucking love it.
I need to watch the movies and shit. Like, if I'm gonna get into it again and stuff. But I finished the show like years ago. But it's like Neon Genesis is definitely like it's like the standout. And then of that entire genre, it's easily the GOAT. Because no, I agree, I'm not into like mecha stuff. Like, it's just like a giant robot suit. Like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm not 10, so like people usually, you ever seen Gundam? Like, do they use
Well,
giant robot suits to fight?
another thing too
Yeah.
that I can't get into with animes is that they go for too long. I feel like there's a lot of them that go on for so fucking long. Like I got into Fairy Tail back in early high school.
This nigga likes fairy tale.
it was back then, but I got into it for a while, and I only got to like episode 103 something, but like it was cool. I mean, they had a lot of fun stuff in it, like cool plots, characters were fun. Then they had a time skip. That was fine. But then I hate when it's not just animes, it's shows when they do this, when they just introduce so many fucking characters and like characters that are just like supposed to be like similar to the protagonist, because that's literally what Fairy Tail was. Like the whole thing was the main character was like a dragon or like a son of a dragon. He was, dragon wizard. And then they introduced another one that was like a steel dragon, and that was cool because it's like, whoa, it's another dragon, like, and he's like a steel one, not a fire one. And then they had one that was like an electric one, who was like, I think he was like a leader of like a guild, but he went rogue. I don't remember, but and I thought that was pretty cool because it was like, oh, it still keeps the mystique, but it's like, But then, like, apparently they started adding more and more characters, and I'm just like, okay, this...
It's sort of like in Naruto, where it's like, the Sharingan, like, the ancient, like, the eyes of the Uchiha clan, they're super rare. Then by, like, the end of the show, it's like, everyone has one, everyone can, like, fucking time travel and do, like...
It's like Super
Saiyan
Saiyan.
shit. Yeah, it's like Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Or in Bleach, like, Bankai. Bankai's super rare.
Only
super hard to
captains
get.
can do it.
Only captains can do it. It's like, now everybody does
Yeah.
it. So it's like, oh... It loses, like, its value and shit, you
the
know?
mystique.
The mystique.
For real.
But that's the thing I like about anime. You don't have to subscribe to that, you know? It's not like a sitcom kind of thing where it's like every sitcom is the same. Because, like, with anime, it's like you have your shonens, you have your mechas, but then you have, like, your super obscure, like, anime, like your sci-fi animes, or, like, your fucking war animes, like, that are just, like, you find super obscure shit that, like, that pertains to like you know, you like that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're always gonna find something. And for me, I like darker shit in general. Like there's only so much like shonen goo goo gaga bullshit that you can stomach.
We will fight.
It's like losing the fight. Thinks about friendship, infinite power. It's just like then nobody ever dies. It's like, bro.
I'd love it if they did that in a show where it's like, I gotta fight for my friends, and he just dies.
I think there's a few animes that like kind of give you that shit. I think Goblin Slayer does that. But I mean, that's a whole ass thing.
I never watched Goblin Slayer, but I remember when it was popular, and I like that the protagonist was just like this knight, and you didn't see his face, and there was just nothing really you knew about him. And I thought that was cool because it was like, oh, it's not like a shitty like protagonist. Right. He was just like the scary like ominous looking guy that's just like, I'm just here to kill goblins. Fuck everything.
Exactly.
I don't care about anything.
I never watched it, but I read like the first few chapters, and pretty much like this band of friends, and they're gonna fight goblins together, and then like they get killed and like they get like raped and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? It's so like kitsch, you know? It's like the opposite of art. It's just like so destructive and cynical. It's like you kind of gotta like it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Sort of like that's why I like darker shit, like Berserk, for example. Like,
oh my god!
Right? Or like,
well, Berserk was great, but then it kind of fell off, right? Or like,
well, I mean, it's always on hiatus, and it's been going on for like 30 years now.
Well, I just remember seeing the anime like because it ended at the hell scene, like when they went to like when he activated the little necklace, and Griffith went full on fucking, demon god or whatever.
No, sick one.
You want a sick one.
But yeah, I thought that was really cool, and I was sad that he didn't like continue after that in terms of the anime. But apparently it is now. But the thing is I don't like what I see when I saw the new stuff, because it was like they just started adding in these fucking like goofy little anime characters, like, and I was like, yeah, and like there was like, well, the fairies I think was a thing, but I saw this like little anime wizard girl, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? That's not Berserk. Berserk is like Berserk was fucking like had like gritty realism. Like, there wasn't like barely any magic shit in it. It was like it felt like this was like real. I mean, of course there was the demons and stuff, but like it was believable. It wasn't like whimsical. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, it wasn't whimsical. But then I don't know anything about what happened, but it looked that way. And I remember trying to watch some of the new anime, and I just like that's just no.
And isn't it like 3D animated now?
Yeah,
that
shit looks ugly.
It looks ugly, bro. I don't like that. But just like that's that dark shit I love, you know.
I probably should watch it though, just to have a better opinion.
You ever seen Devilman Crybaby?
I've heard of it, but
that shit slaps. That shit's great. I'd recommend it. It's only 10 episodes.
Oh really?
I like that it's short.
And it's a Netflix original.
Wait,
I got that. That's what she said. It's short.
Well, I was thinking like, well,
was Castlevania though?
Anyway, dude,
yeah.
Fuck, dude, Castlevania is fucking dude, watch that shit.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like anime still has that shit, you know. It can still
season three's like finale, like last 2 episodes. Holy fuck, dude! You need to watch.
Yeah,
watch it. It's good.
Honestly,
Dracula is fucking awesome.
It's hot. He's like,
I mean, sure.
Honestly,
he's tall.
I kind of like
tall. People like tall.
I kind of like slice of life animes. I'm not gonna lie.
They're peaceful.
Yeah.
It's just like, man.
Imagine if that was my life. Imagine if my friends actually cared about me and we lived in Japan where there's universal health care and no crime and shit like that. Right?
What are you talking about? They have like Frieza and shit over there.
What?
I said they have Frieza. Never mind. That's not funny.
Wait, they have what? They have Frieza? I'm
gonna kill you.
Frieza?
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's not funny.
Fuck Japan.
Hey.
Hey. Leave her alone.
Hey,
leave her. Hey, bro. Leave her alone. Dude, back off.
Yeah.
Whoa, love your shoes.
Fuck off. No, we went to.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we went to fucking GameStop for like the Smash like midnight release.
Yeah.
And like there was a bunch of people there, and there was this girl, and she had like these like really high platform shoes, and she was like this fucking e-girl thing.
Yeah, fucking just e-girl.
And like there's this like kind of schlubby guy who like went in and like got his game and came out, and he was just kind of like, whoa. Love your shoes. But like the girl just like didn't because he was like schlubby, so he like didn't say it loudly or anything, and so like the the girl just didn't hear him or like ignored him or whatever. He just like.
He fucking left. I just remember standing. I was standing on this because I got my copy of the game, and Leo and Blazin were like just about at the head of the line. We all witnessed this, and I was like I was like, did that just fucking happen?
Yeah.
I remember looking at you guys, and I was like doing like the. Like, I was like, he shot his shot, but he missed.
You're Blazin. Yeah, man, I felt bad for him, but like. Oh, it was so hard to watch, man.
Like, that's just how life is, bro. If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, but like, it was tough.
That's cringe, bro.
Because he turned around and said, "Whoa, love your shoes," and then he was like walking backward for a little bit, like,
yeah, like oh, whoops.
I don't know, dude. Because I mean, I can't really talk shit because I don't spit game.
No.
Like I can't. Either. I don't know that spitting game stuff. I really don't. Just pussy just kind of lands on me. Just like Isaac Newton, you know, like.
Hey.
That's why Daniel smells like pussy.
Yeah, bro, all the time. Hey. No.
So you are a pussy because you are what you eat.
Hey.
Man.
Pussy, am I right?
Just fucking vaginas and shit.
Anyway, so how's your day?
Pretty good.
Cool.
But yeah, man, that was hard to watch. I can't talk shit either because I'm fucking terrible.
You're not terrible.
Nah, bro. It just comes down to like. It's what I always tell you, bro. You just gotta say something with enough context and with enough implications that anything lands.
It depends on the color of your beret at the time, I think.
Shut the fuck up.
Nah. But I mean, it's funny because one time we were at the Santa Maria Mall and I was with my little brother and then like one of those hella like, you know, like thoughted up e-girls like walks by me and I kind of just like glance at her as she walks by. My little brother notices and he's like, "Oh heavens, the simp has fallen in love with the e-girl." I'm like, shut up.
Wait, the brother said that? Huh?
His little brother said that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The sad.
Oh heavens. Bro, fucking e-girls. We live in such a weird culture. I almost love it just because of how destructive and how fucking self-destructive it is and shit in a sense, you know?
You like to watch the world burn?
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay,
You gotta
black
admit
pill
it.
doomer.
You wanna know how I got these scars? I'm the Joker, baby.
Look, I remember when you showed me that video. I swear to God, I thought that was someone from our school.
From our video class?
Yeah, I was like, why does this could have been anyone in video class?
Literally, yeah.
Not surprised, bro. But it's shit. I was gonna say nah, bro. But you gotta kind of admit, like all the horror, like all the shit that's going on. Like obviously it's terrible, you know. Like it's very bad stuff. But
Right.
deep down inside of you kind of want to see like how fucked up is this really gonna get? Like you kind of just want to see it, bro. Like like you don't want it to happen, no. But that part of you that likes Berserk, that likes fucked up shit, you know, you kind of want to see, bro, just how fucked up can this get, you know?
You want to see?
I mean?
You want to? What if like Donald Trump just like he's like going up on the podium or whatever, and he pulls out the little thing from Berserk, the little like egg necklace. It fucking forms the face, and like hell starts showing up. There's like faces on the ground.
China.
Right, 2020.
Donald Trump becomes Griffith.
Jesus Christ. Who would be Guts? Like Obama or something?
No.
Guts would be Call Me
Joe
Carson.
Biden. Why the fuck Carly Carson? Get that fuck out of here.
No, Guts is Yang. Yang is Guts.
Yeah. God.
I was gonna say
that has some really dark implications.
Well, yeah.
Where
Wait,
Donald
but,
Trump is Griffith and Andrew Yang is Guts.
but who's the?
Who's Evelyn Yang is
No!
That's what I'm
No!
saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was gonna
Don't say
say.
that.
I was like, that's what I thought of. Was like, bro, isn't like Casca and like.
No,
Yeah,
okay,
and
all right, let's stop.
I'm not gonna get. I'm not
No,
gonna
no.
delve into that. We're gonna leave that as it is.
Insane.
Let's edit that and put
No.
We'll just put that in post. We'll post that.
We'll post.
Yeah, fuck it.
We'll post it.
We'll
in
make a
post.
compilation of for that's like 5 hours long, and it's only that part talking about Evelyn.
No, stop. We never speak of this again.
Not our queen.
You have to promise if it comes back in 27 years, we have to team up and like fuck it in the ass or whatever the movie was about.
Dude, Chapter 2 was kind of ass.
Hey.
Really?
I don't know.
That shit
like,
slap, bro.
It was good because I like seeing the characters, but in terms of like an actual movie with structure and stuff, it was kind of.
Well, I agree.
No.
I think it was something where it's
Yeah.
like if it wasn't a sequel to a, if it wasn't a sequel with context, it would. I don't think it would have been good.
Clown. That's what? That's how they defeat him. They just call him a clown and
It's
people
like-
bully him.
Bro, my family does that like on a daily basis, bro.
Like I get that it's like
You shrivel up into a little thing, like.
Clown.
I get that it's like a thing where they're showing that they're not afraid of him. But, like just like
It's
a
so
bunch of adults, clown.
It's so basic. You couldn't have done that in the first place. This whole 4-hour fucking 2 movies had to happen before you did that.
Yeah, for real.
Damn. But it's like,
It was a 3-hour movie.
was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
The
3
second
hours.
one.
Yeah.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's long.
Hey, no cussing.
Fuck.
Fucking
Yes.
yeah. But
I mean, I liked it. I thought people hating on it was a bit much. Like, it's not that bad that it's like people are like, oh, it sucks. It's not good. No,
I like it.
no. Like, it's good. Like, for a second part, it's definitely good because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
follow-up. It's not a sequel. Like, it's not a new plot kind of thing,
It's
right?
a where are they now?
Where are they now? And it's like, I mean, the characters weren't bad. I thought the adult versions of, like, the kid characters were
Bill
really
Hader.
accurate.
Yeah,
Like,
Bill Hader was the best
Bill
part.
Hader,
Yeah,
for sure. Jessica Chastain fit perfect. It's funny because before the second movie was even announced, people were already saying, like, hey, who should be who? And it was pretty much the same people.
Yeah.
yeah.
The only real differences were, like, the chubby kid and, like, the black kid.
Mhm.
Or, Mike, I think was his name. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm bad with the names of that movie. But it's like, but other than that, everybody was like, Bill Hader has to be this dude, and fucking Jessica Chastain or Amy Adams has to play the redhead girl.
Mm-hmm.
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams would have been. She looks more like the girl that played Bev. I think.
No, but I think Jessica Chastain pulled it off better
Yeah,
because of
definitely.
because
You know
like the whole trauma thing that happens to her and shit.
Kind of off topic, but aren't they coming out with this finally whatever the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a movie. I heard it sucked anyways.
It was
Oh, yeah, no.
awful. I hated it. But like,
It was like wannabe Infinity War or some shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it could have worked if they'd given it much more time and but they rushed it because they wanted to catch up. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, if they didn't rush, like if they just gave Batman like movies, they gave Superman movies, they gave each character movies just like the Avengers, then yeah, they could have done a Justice League. They could have made Darkseid the fucking Thanos. Like, I mean, that's what he wanted. That in the remake, or not the remake, the Snyder cut, they're gonna bring in Darkseid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, I
I
don't know.
think. I
Look.
think it's just a bad movie because you have Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
They introduced like 5 new characters in one movie, and like you felt like the bond and everything.
Yeah.
So I think I think they're just bad.
Yeah,
I think it is
that's
bad.
honestly what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think the Snyder Cut's going to be any better.
Nah.
If anything, I feel like it's going to be even more convoluted because Snyder is so up his ass with convoluted shit that I'm just like, dude, like I know he's probably got good ideas. He's like me, where like I know I have probably good ideas, but I don't know how to fucking do it. Like, put it on paper and onto a big screen like
channel
properly. Yeah. Well, maybe he is. I don't know. I could be wrong, and the Snyder Cut could totally be like what they needed, but
Probably not though.
I doubt it, honestly. And it's funny because Warner Brothers is really, I think they're really banking on it because they're like, well, we want Ben Affleck to come up as Batman again. Or like there's, I don't know. 'Cause I feel bad for everybody who, but being Batman is a curse because like you're imagine being Robert Pattinson, who's like the new Batman, and then being Ben Affleck, who's like, oh, my role just got cut. Then you're Robert Pattinson, who's like, oh, I'm gonna be Batman, Then hearing fucking Warner Brothers saying, oh, we might want Ben Affleck back. You're just like,
No, they're gonna give it to Michael B. Jordan next or some shit.
But like the thing with DC, what they're doing is like they're like kind of like straying away from like trying to copy Marvel and doing their own thing, like with Joker.
But that's not DC Cinematic Universe though.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Right.
they shouldn't
like,
do a cinematic universe.
No, they're like doing Joker, and then like Shazam was like a kind of like an offshoot thing. It wasn't like a Marvel, or it kind of was, but like they're trying new things. Is what I'm saying, because like even with the new Batman movie, it's not part of the cinematic universe.
The
So,
Robert Pattinson one or
Yeah.
which one?
I mean, they
Or
did.
is
Well,
it?
I don't know. The Robert Pattinson movie, it's supposed to have Penguin and it's supposed to have Riddler.
Dude.
So
if Danny DeVito's not going to be the Penguin, I don't care.
Yeah.
Scrap the project. Fuck.
They wanted Josh Gad, I thought. Or no, he said no.
Fuck Josh Gad. I'm just kidding.
I
I actually thought Josh Gad would have been cool.
I don't know.
He looks like he'd be a good Penguin.
I don't see it.
But Danny DeVito will always be the best Penguin.
For real. He'll be the best at everything.
Yeah.
He's Danny DeVito.
But anyways, like, I guess just like, I don't know. They're in such a mess. I don't even know what is like. Joker was great, but
I think Joker's better than any Marvel movie.
It's fair.
But that's because they're not on the same league, though.
Yeah, they're really
it's like saying No Country for Old Men is better than any fucking Die Hard movie or some shit.
Mission Impossible or some shit. It's like,
right.
And you can't. It's like apples to oranges, kind of.
Yeah, I guess so. I hate when people say that though, because like, no, you can't compare things. You can compare things. Like I was debating this with a friend of mine about the whole coronavirus.
I was roasting
thing.
this libtard.
He's one of those like, oh, it's a government thing, you know, like it's 3% mortality rate and shit. And like, oh, the numbers are lying. This CNN is lying, fake news kind of shit. And I was like,
what does that have to do with?
Then he was telling me, you know, like, oh, most people die from complications, not because of the coronavirus. And I was like, yeah, that's like getting bitten by a shark, and it's like, oh, he died from bleeding out, not from a shark attack.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about Justice League. I'm like,
no,
what does coronavirus have to do with Justice League?
No, what I'm saying, exactly. Then he tells like, oh, that's apples to oranges. It's like, no, it's not. It's the same thing. You're just like, you're blaming one thing on something. You're not giving the credit to one thing, the credit that it deserves. So it's like, I hate when people say apples to oranges. I mean, like, no offense, like you used it correctly, and you're right.
Yeah, fuck you, Leo.
Fuck it.
Because it's like, there's more fruits out there.
Yeah, there's pomegranate.
There's pomegranate. There's monk fruit.
There's sauerkraut.
There's cabbage.
Let's just list all the fruit.
There's grape. Just a grape.
There's eggs.
There's egg.
The egg.
Tri-tip.
There's tri-tip.
Tri-tip fruit.
It has seeds in the middle, so it's a fruit.
What?
Tomato.
I fucking love Marvel.
Potato.
What the fuck are you doing?
You love Marvel
Potato?
movies, but do you
What
love...
the goddamn hell are you talking about?
You love Marvel movies, but do you like Captain Marvel?
What, do you like soy too? Bro,
I didn't.
Marvel movies.
I disliked Captain Marvel, but I didn't hate it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
I remember seeing it, and I remember being like, oh, this is kind of cool, but then after that, I was just like, what was the movie again?
Yeah, it's like, I'm never going to watch it again.
Yeah, and I kind of hate that Captain Marvel's leading the next phase.
Is she, though? Is she?
Well, did you see the ending? The very, very ending, the after credits? Sword.
The what?
Sword. Which is I think it's like the offense of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something like that. Because, okay, in the comics, there's it's the other part of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's called Sword. And Captain Marvel, at the very end, teased Sword. Because Nick Fury wasn't a Skrull. Or, no, he was a Skrull the whole time in the movie. Mm-hmm. Him and Coulson. They were Skrulls. Oh, no. That was in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were Skrulls. Yeah. They were Skrulls, and then like the end of Captain Marvel, or no, was it the end of Spider-Man? I don't fucking remember. Something. Nick Fury's up in space in a base called Sword, and that's where and there's like a bunch of Skrulls there working. So he's working with the Skrulls at Sword. What was I talking about this again?
Captain Marvel's leading off the thing.
Oh,
like
what's a scroll?
It's like an alien thing that can shapeshift.
Yeah.
That's gay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I became his friend, because I could talk about
it all comes back.
It's a full circle.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I kind of just like, I like that we have like a 23 long series, and it just kind of cuts off, so whatever happens next, it's like, it's cool.
Yeah,
I agree.
If it's bad, it's bad, but like, if it's cool.
The only thing
if it's bad, it's bad, but like, at least you had the Infinity Saga.
Yeah.
That's true. The only thing that ever seemed like remotely interesting to me in terms of Marvel, like in terms of like the Marvel Universe thing, was like Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange looks cool as fuck.
Man,
I want to watch that movie.
I cannot wait for
cool
the sequel. I cannot wait for the sequel.
Because I mean, when the whole Iron Man thing came out, nobody was thinking about that. No one was thinking about the whole like several movies and like they're all connected and shit like that. Like Iron Man 1 in 2008 was just Iron Man.
Well, because at the time when Iron Man first came out, Marvel was kind of like an indie company, literally. Like they were nothing, and then when they made Iron Man, Well, I guess it was really good, and that really boosted RDJ's career tenfold. Fuck, he became a Disney legend.
What do you mean?
So Disney has they have this thing. It's kind of, imagine like a Hall of Fame thing where like there's certain figures in Disney history called Disney legends, and Robert Downey Jr. became a Disney legend because of his 10-year long Iron Man. So, which is cool, because fuck.
I bet you they're gonna take it away from him because he did Tropic Thunder and he did blackface in that.
No,
probably, yeah.
That was like, they don't care. Like,
that's Disney,
hey, it's cancel culture. That's cancel culture.
I don't know. Like, I feel like they wouldn't have done it anyways because that's already been like such a huge thing for a long time. I don't know.
Yeah, but people are starting to talk about it again.
People love bringing up old shit.
People love bringing up old shit.
Like
that
the
movie,
plunger, bro.
Dude, Tropic Thunder was a great fucking movie though. It's fucking hilarious. And it's like, dude, like, all the black dudes, like, all the black actors and stuff, they don't mind. Like,
yeah.
They're cool with, like, the fact that Robert Downey Jr. did blackface, because he did it good. He did it funny.
I never seen it, so I don't have an opinion on it.
I recommend it, though. It's a great movie. It's one of the great comedy movies. You know, before he got into acting and stuff, he was all fucked up. Like, he was on drugs and getting arrested and shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, he did a couple movies, and then, like...
Well,
yeah.
Then he died.
And then, yeah.
They used the Dragon Balls on him. I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
No, but yeah, like, he made a comeback and stuff.
Yeah.
And he walked out of an interview, like, when, like...
So did I.
Some guy was asking him... He was promoting Iron Man.
Yeah.
And some guy was, like, trying to, like, asking him about, like, his, like, drug abuse past and stuff. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I'm promoting a movie.
Yeah, so I think I've seen that. He's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? And then, like, he just, like, bye. And then he, like, takes off his mic and fucking leaves. I mean, yeah.
Bro,
he's promoting a movie, he's not.
You ever seen those cringe interviews like that, though? Like, the Mark Zuckerberg one with, like, the Now You See Me thing? Where, like, it just gets super, like, passive-aggressive, like, with the girl that's interviewing him and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, with Jesse Eisenberg.
With Jesse Eisenberg, yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Did I say Mark Zuckerberg?
He plays Mark Zuckerberg in the movie.
Right.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm retarded. But it's like, yeah. And then, like, he, like, tries to show her a card trick, and it's just all cringe and stuff. And it's like, then what's it say? I think she's like, do you know who Carrot Top is or something? Like that comedian who's not good or something? Or I think he says that, then he's like, yeah, you're like the Carrot Top of, like, interviewers.
Yeah, fuck.
It was so cringe and stuff, and I seen hella like that.
Yeah, there was one with, like, Jonah Hill. I think that one was fake, but...
Yeah, I think that one was fake, too. It would be funny if it was real.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Have you seen the one with Vin Diesel?
No.
Where he's just fucking wasted. And, like, he was being interviewed by this girl, and he's just like, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, look. And he, like, gets up, he's like, you guys can't do this to me. She's so beautiful. Like, oh, my God, I can't. Oh, and it was so weird. I'm surprised he didn't get in trouble for that.
Bro, have you seen the Christian Bale tape? Or have you heard it? The one who's like like ripping into like some sort of like producer or intern.
Oh my God, we used to quote that. You used to quote that in high school.
All the fucking time,
yeah.
man.
Is that real?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What?
It was on the set of
Terminator Salvation? Yeah, it's like, you're a fucking amateur.
I would just walk around with my iPhone and be like, hey Sergio, you're a fucking amateur. Get out of the show, you prick. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you.
I love Christian Bale though.
Christian Bale's
He's a fucking amazing actor. He's a go actor.
Man.
That's funny, Leo. Fuck you! Get out of my face.
I want to die.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's crazy though, dude. It's crazy.
Let's just say that for the next hour.
Damn, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy. gotta fill up that time. It's crazy, man.
Crazy time.
Crazy.
What were we even talking about? Just like
we're talking about it's crazy, man.
Marvel shit.
Marvel shit?
What was I gonna say? Okay, I've been having this debate with my friends, sort of, in which like one of the things I always say is that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is the funniest show ever. It's the greatest comedy show ever. I always say that because I believe it. Like, there is no other comedy show that's that just fucking raw, just that, just that fucking great. And it's like, and some people, my friends tell me like, oh, they don't like it, like they don't get it and stuff. And then, but they like Trailer Park Boys, and like I've watched a few episodes. Everybody loves it, but like I don't find it funny. Like
I can't get into The Office. Like a lot. Oh my god,
that's a great show though. Come on, The Office is fucking great.
Look, it's fine, but I don't. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
What kind of comedy are you into? That depends.
Just like Big Chungus.
Shut up.
Keanu Reeves, T-Pose,
Wholesome 100. You know.
Wholesome 100.
Big Chonkers.
R/Chonkers. R/Whoosh.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen either of them, but Trailer Park Boys looks funnier from what I've seen.
What?
Yeah.
I will choke you.
It's like, look, no one wants to admit they ate 9 cans of ravioli. I think it's just like a funny template.
No, because I
if you just said that in general, I'd laugh.
I watch Trailer Park Boys and it's like it's not like it doesn't make me laugh. Like it's not bad. I don't hate it. It just doesn't make me laugh. But it's always done in Philadelphia. I think it's like one of the greatest. It's the greatest comedy show ever. You can't beat it. Like how do you beat it?
Suicide is badass.
Yeah, Suicide is badass. You got fucking Danny DeVito on there, bro.
Daniel, what the fuck is this?
It's exactly what it looks like.
Conk.
It's a really, really old Coke.
Why is it like heavier than a gold bar? It's like that's the exaggeration.
It is heavy.
It is heavy, but like
probably because the glass was thicker back then. I don't know. Or
yeah,
maybe
if
just
you look
like,
at it from an angle, the glass is fucking thick.
If I look at you through an angle, you're fucking thick.
Yeah, literally. Look at this shit. It's hella thick.
Oh yeah.
That's how old it is.
But like, is it edible?
No, I think you die.
I think you probably would because bacteria.
Forbidden.
Dude, I think like this is past like bacteria evolution. Because like you know like how.
Well, it's been sealed. Oh no, I see chunky shit. No.
Well, I mean, it's so old that like it's disintegrated.
Why
like
do you have this?
Because it's awesome. Because it's old. It's like an artifact.
Okay.
Wouldn't you want something that's super old?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your mom.
Like a sugar mom.
Jesus.
Like a cougar.
Ugh.
We had the same idea.
Just go to work, bro.
Fuck off.
I would. Oh my god! Someone bring me food. I will love you forever.
Get a job.
Get a job, bitch. For real.
Yeah.
You have the audacity to put your Venmo in your Tinder bio.
Nah, dude. If you see like the Cash App or the Tinder, the Venmo or PayPal, it's immediately swipe left, man.
It's like fuck you. Like honestly, I'm disappointed in you. And I don't even know you.
If you fall for it, you're an actual simp.
Legit.
Falling for one of the classic blunders. Yeah. We should make a group Tinder. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what I was saying. And I talked to Elliot about it. He said he's down.
Right on.
Elliot?
Yeah. We should make a group Tinder.
Down.
You down?
Yeah, sure. It'd be funny. I'll show my tits.
You gotta wait for the first date, man.
Oh,
the
sorry.
Date. You're Christian, bro. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I've never really been on an official date or whatever. Or like, let's go on a date, like, eat somewhere. I don't think I've ever been on that. I just fuck.
Just fucking get down to business.
Essentially, I've never really done that. Like, court someone, I guess. Like, maybe, probably not. I don't think so. Maybe, like, when I was really young, like, freshman year, it's like, let's meet up at the park. Okay. Then we meet up there, but I don't really think it's like a date. It's just more like...
Like, at what point does it cross over from hanging out into a date?
I don't know what the threshold... Or, not the threshold. I don't know what, like, the definition is.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, surely there's, like... There's, like, the consent thing in terms of, like... not consent, but, like, you know, like... Yeah, it's like you're courting someone. Like, do you want to go on a date with me? Let's get a coffee sometime, then and then and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it shows like mutual interest. I think that's when it becomes like a date, as opposed to just hanging out or kicking back or just hooking up or whatever. But it just depends how. I think it depends how you define it individually, and if there's some sort of legal definition too, then fuck it.
I feel like you're dating if you just consistently meet up over and over and over.
I think there's a difference.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
because you
like,
could just be hanging out over and over.
Right.
Well, yeah, but like, I guess if you were like, would you be dating if you like hooked up over and over and over?
No.
You'd be fuck buddies, but I don't think
Yeah,
you'd be like boyfriend.
As soon as you bring up dating, it's like
Caught feelings for the pussy.
This nigga caught feelings.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, for example, I have female friends that like I've hung out with like several times. You know, like whether it's just like we go get a coffee or just like just hang out, or like they come over, like we watch a movie, and just as friends. That doesn't mean we're dating though. Like we're just because there is no mutual interest. There isn't that like consent factor. That kind of like I like you, you like me kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I don't know. I don't think with those definitions and shit, I've never been like on a date, an official date.
You should try it. It's fun.
Ew, that's for simps, bro.
You're spending money on her, bro? Get the
Bro.
fuck out of here, bro. I'm just kidding.
Your blue pill cock. Heavy breathing into a light up keyboard.
Into a light up keyboard.
Fuck you. Whatever. Discord 8, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, you're getting kicked off the Discord. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't flirt with my Discord girlfriend, bro.
Dude, leave her alone.
Fuck.
There's two sides to me.
No!
The twisted fucking psychopath.
Psychopath. I love that picture. I think I sent it to you or Jason, but it was a picture of the guy. He's staring in the mirror and he's like a black dragon. It's like some fucking like Charizard or something. Oh no, there was the picture of the guy. He's like half like he's like half some fucking neckbeard and the other half is like a really weird looking Charizard.
Or what's the other one? Is like one half is like like some fat neckbeard. Then it's like in public you call me the loser. Then the other half is like an anime girl. There's an anime girl. It's like, but on Reddit you're the loser.
But I saw one, but it was like Minecraft. It was like, but in the game world you're the loser.
You're the loser.
Yeah.
Hey man, end of the day, she's in my Discord server. So who's winning?
Oh yeah. Well, at the end of the day, I'm donating to her OnlyFans. Okay, so.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, she said my name on stream.
Yeah? You like playing games, huh?
Yeah.
You want to do this, huh?
Guys.
Listen, I bought her underwear. Just kidding.
Girl, oh god.
Yeah? Well, I'm the one that bought her the dresser. To
Yeah,
put
well,
in.
I wear her underwear.
Fuck.
That's fucked.
When I've been a good boy.
Oh god.
That's...
Have you seen those videos?
Ultra-white.
Have you seen those videos where like there was that one fucking video I sent you, Leo, where like the lady's like coming up to the door and she opens it and there's like this old guy like bowing at her door and he's like handing over like hundreds of dollars.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Like, giving it to her.
Yeah, and she takes it. He's like, "Thank you, my goddess," something like that.
Man,
how fucking deep do you have to go?
What an existence.
That's just the
weird,
depravity and degeneracy of our cultural situation right
Well,
now.
it's funny
bro.
because it's just older people too. That's why it's like
the Findom thing.
So you should know better.
You should know better,
it's
bro.
like Fendom. Like, what the fuck?
That's just fucking weird. Like
It's fine, but like when it's that bad, it's like that. Yeah.
No, I get that.
Like, I mean, a girl can be dominant, but it's just like when it's
fine.
when it's that. It's
When you're paying,
there's a difference between like femdom and like findom though, and like the financial domination.
Yeah.
Man, that's just weird.
What?
You don't know about that?
No.
That's what it is. Like
Yeah.
the video, like the old guy that's like here,
Yeah,
take my
and
money.
I work too damn hard.
Exactly, bro. I think I like money more than I like sex or like feelings. So it's
I
like
think I like.
I can't relate.
there was that one video of the guy, like he was laying on his back like a dog, and she had her foot on him, and she was putting his money in her ATM or something like that. Like,
Fuck.
yeah.
Wait, her ATM?
Well, or like her account. Like
okay.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I mean, I get the dynamic. I get the power dynamic of it. But it's just like, why money of all things, you know?
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be? But at the same time, it's like, I wouldn't, like, you can use money. Like, it's useful. Like, just keep it for yourself, bro. Just Google big boob. Just, you don't have to go that deep into it.
Well, I mean, part of it, maybe it's like a mental disorder. Maybe.
Well, I don't know about disorder. Maybe like a coping mechanism. Like, depending on... Because going back to the whole
shit
Freudian
like
thing.
that. Like, it's always got to be something that happened to you. Like,
Yeah.
there's something that caused that. You know, you don't just have horrible, like, you know, things like that for no reason. There's
Yeah.
something that happened to you. Unless you're just sick. You're just fucking sick, you know?
Well, it also depends, like, the stigma behind each individual kink. You know? Because some are, like, more normal and some are, like, super fucked up. Because it's like... So, like, maybe you like femdom or some shit, you know? Like, that's not that bad. Maybe you just like it when she's, like, in control or whatever. But then it's, like, reverse vor, fucking
Japanese.
Catholic schoolgirl, lolly, show tuck, shit. It's like,
what the fuck is reverse vor?
yeah.
It's just, I am not eating you.
But it's like,
being thrown up.
then it's like when you see, yeah, right? And then it's like, then there's like shit like that, and it's like something really fucked up must have happened to you, or you must have gone down a really dark path in your developing years or some shit at that point.
Right.
Maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
What?
Just give me the fucking new mail smile when I did that.
Oh, the soy voice one.
No, it was the interview with Jordy.
Jordy?
It's the interview with like Elijah Wood and the guy who plays like Mary or Pippin. He's
Mary.
Like, will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
And he's just like, I don't know, maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
Yeah.
And then Elijah was like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, we should fucking show it to you after this.
Yeah, I need to see that.
yeah.
I literally need to
How long
see
you
it.
want to go for? Like 140?
We're gonna wrap up in a few minutes. We're just gonna last controversial topic, last racial slurs, whatever we want to get off our chest.
Yeah, Leo. Stop saying racial slurs.
For reals, bro. It's getting old, dude.
No.
It's my right as an American to say the. Never mind.
No.
Context.
I'm too fidgety with this.
Yes.
I just get so fucking excited. I'll do that.
Put the Game Boy down.
Hey.
Robert.
Put the Nintendo down, Connor.
No devices.
You're still going full force, Robert. What he's like, I can knock you out with one blow or whatever. Though he pokes him in the neck. He's just like, and they could have
Robert, that part's not fused right there. If you poke me, I will die.
If you hit me that hard enough, I will die.
That reminds me of the. You remember that thing where the guy, he's like, I can knock someone out without touching them with my energy, and he's like this, like, I think he's like a kung fu teacher or something like that. I don't know.
Like fake
But
martial arts and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. But he goes up to this guy, he's just like, yeah, and then like the guy's like
Yeah.
passes out, and like everyone's like, oh my god. But I mean, clearly they're just.
I always show those videos to Leo. So they call them McDojos.
McDojo.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's
so,
McDojos?
Right, so it's like a McDojo is like a fake dojo. And,
Oh,
like, they teach you all that energy, power, or pressure point shit. Yeah, it's like, it's all bullshit though. It's funny because when you see those guys fight real martial artists and they get fucked up, that's just so satisfying.
Yeah, my friend Gabe was showing me and Jason this one video where an MMA fighter in China.
Yeah, that's
he was
something.
Yeah, he was. He challenged like the most legendary like kung fu like.
Oh, the Wing
Tai
Chun
Chi.
master.
Yeah,
Or,
Tai Chi leader. Well,
Tai Chi.
well,
or
he fought a
Wing
Tai
Chun?
Chi dude and he fought a Wing Chun dude too.
Oh.
Yeah. And like he kicked their ass.
Yeah,
and, but the people hosting it were like the Tai Chi guy like wins because like they're fucking correct.
Well, it was a draw, I think.
Well, first
No,
video,
one of them straight up like made the other guy win.
No,
Really?
well, like the first video that one like blew up was the Tai Chi guy. He was a really old dude, the one with the long mustache and stuff. The MMA guy just beats the shit out of him, and like they call it out like it's over. Like he's obviously like knocked out and fucked up. Then the Chinese government got hella mad at him. They blacklisted his family, all sorts of things. He doesn't have any rights.
Yeah.
And then like in order to kind of bounce back from that, they scheduled a fight with a Wing Chun master, I believe. And then like he clearly beat the shit out of the Wing Chun master, but they called it a draw. Even though like he clearly like beat the shit out of him, just to kind of like, cause it's good for him, cause that way they can't keep going after him.
Yeah.
But like he already knows like in his mind, and we all know that he's like the superior fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like I think mixed martial arts is like a superior form of like fighting in general.
Because it's every form.
Because it's every form, and it's like it's technical, it's physical, and you practice with live resisting opponents is the key. You know, like to figuring out whether like a martial art is worth it or not.
Applicable.
Right, because if you're just doing kata all day, you're gonna be great at kata. That doesn't mean you're gonna be great at fighting.
Well, isn't just most of the like most of like the the martial artists that he fought against aren't there most of those moves just like really just for like yoga like
They're like
pretty much
well,
kind of
like
That's what
sort
kata is.
of. Because the thing with Tai Chi though is like Tai Chi nowadays is that shit that old people do at the park, like the the little movements and stuff, right? But really old Tai Chi from back in the old days was actually a grappling martial art that was invented in ancient China, which actually was really effective and it was really useful. But because the Chinese government back then used to hate on like, they completely tried to eradicate like the ancient history of China and to adopt a new communist system and shit, right? They called like the Four Olds, like abandoned tradition, embrace communism kind of thing. All that shit was like forgotten and like not and like looked down upon and stuff. So now what we have is just this form of what they call it now Tai Chi, which is like the little movement and stuff that the old people do. But back in the old, like in the really old days, it was actually an effective martial art. And the thing with martial arts, like traditional ones, is that they get watered down. So like if like a karate master from like the 1800s, like he's gonna fuck your shit up because all they know is like they don't know shit about like the human body and stuff, like, you know, there's no like put a helmet on when you ride a bike kind of shit, right? Like you either know how to fight or you don't, and if you're gonna step on the mat, you're gonna either knock the other guy out or you're gonna get knocked out. And nowadays it's like, if you break this board, you get your green belt. Kia! Oh, you get your green belt. Congratulations. It's like, that's not a fighter, bro. You're just good at getting belts.
It's just moves.
It's just moves. They don't have that like in boxing or MMA. You just
kinda.
How?
You got those people who are like go to the gym and like they like do mitt work and like do like heavy bag work. It's like for like a workout to burn calories. But in reality, like you can't actually fight because you've never done sparring. You're just doing like drills pretty much.
Exactly. So it's like the live resisting opponent kind of component and shit, right? So it's like, because I mean, boxing is great if you want to like lose weight, if you want to burn those calories, like it's good for that. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're a good fighter though, or like you're gonna be a good fighter. But like people are just like spar every day, they're just always in the gym and shit. Like those are the, you know, the bad motherfuckers. But like that's the difference, you know. We just have these like everything just gets watered down nowadays. It's all about belts, or it's about making your kids happy and shit. Like
do for the kids,
right? So it's like little kid. When you hear about little kids having black belts, it's like, no, that's not what a black belt. That's not what a black belt is. You have to be a certain age. You have to be that good enough, you know, at a certain age to be a black belt. Kids can't be black belts by definition, by logistics. So it's like, it's just watered down and shit now. That's why, if anybody ever wanted to get into martial art, just do a real one. Just do boxing, MMA, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu.
My dad is was a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu?
Really?
I don't remember exactly what it was.
What's his lineage? What's his
lineage?
I thought he did Taekwondo.
Oh, was it Taekwondo?
It was something. I don't think
It might have been Taekwondo, actually. Maybe not jiu-jitsu. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot. Maybe I don't know my own father. I just remember playing with his wooden sword and I broke it. Because like I would take it outside and just be like, wah! And like, I hit it against something and it broke. I was like, but he has nunchucks. I remember that.
Real ones, like metal ones?
No, just they were like training wooden ones.
Oh, I have those ones. They're not wood though. They're still good though. I don't want to get some metal ones, but those shits are illegal.
Really?
Nunchucks are illegal in California.
Why?
How was that illegal versus like a fucking katana?
Or like a gun.
Like that you could get on Wish.com or something.
Right?
Like you could kill someone with that if you know.
But we could kill someone with anything, really.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, but for what I think it was because back in the really old 1970s ass Chinatown showdown days, they would use nunchucks and shit all the time. They just fuck each other up with them. So it's like, I think strictly because of that, they made nunchucks illegal. Because it's not like it's a weapon of mass destruction or some shit. It's like, nah, too many Chinese niggas kept fighting in the streets and stuff. And it's like, we had to do something about it.
Well, that's why they got rid of switchblades, right? Because people were just like fighting with. It's not like you said, a weapon of mass destruction. People were just stabbing each other all the time with switchblades.
Yeah.
Greasers.
You wish.
I think that's part of it. I think that's what it adds up to. And there's no katana incidents in California. Like people don't like have like duels in the middle of the street and shit. Cool, though. That would be cool though. If you just have beef with someone.
If someone disses your fly girl, you just.
Someone disses your Fab Fox, and you're like, all right, bucko. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wouldn't it be cool if, like, instead of, like, ever inventing guns, we just stuck with swords? So, like, from now on, we just have, like, really technological, like, advanced swords. Fuck, just go full anime. Like,
automatic swords.
Laser swords or something.
Laser swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like...
That'd be a cool sci-fi thing to write. In a world where there's no guns.
But, like, that's
Bleach.
the thing, I think, that I read, like, in school, that, like, if you did whatever to, like, insult someone's honor, you'd have to duel. So it's like you could look at someone wrong or like bump into someone, and like what would happen is like instead of like a fist fight or something where like you knock them out and then you leave, you literally die because like you're fighting with katanas. So
yeah,
it depends. So
swords are bad. I don't know.
It's like, but yeah, I don't know. This is one of those things. It's one of those honor things. Just like
back when Japan was like,
it's like, bro, your top knot looks like shit. All right, what's up then?
Ain't got no waves.
Ain't got no waves. It's like
you line up trash, bro.
Bro, your linen's trash.
Fake ass polyester bullshit.
So damn, where'd you get those sandals? Not from a bamboo tree. Like, hold me back.
What was that? What was that one kid?
Who?
Back in high school.
Who?
Your fucking shoes, man.
Pablo?
Yeah, Pablo be fucking wearing the katana and shit.
Bro,
he was disrupting so much honor that day.
What the fuck are those, bro?
What the fuck are those, bro? Easy died because of an AIDS bullet. I'll tell you that story, right? We're talking about how Easy E died. And we're like, no, he died. Like, you know, he died of AIDS, right? He's like, no. It's like, no, bro. They got a gun and they put AIDS on the bullet and then they shot it.
Fuck it.
Where's Pablo now?
Probably the same position he's always gonna be in life.
He's up in a mountain somewhere training.
Fight Chase.
He wouldn't have much competition anyways. But
bro, I dishonor your family. Like, yeah, well, maybe I dishonor your family.
All right.
I think it's a wrap.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
So, you got something to plug? Instagram something?
Yeah. My Instagram is at scruffy_lad_art.
Okay.
That's where I draw, and that's where I eventually will possibly make a webcomic, hopefully.
With like
with my fucking hands.
Make a webcomic like me when reality hit.
Me.
Smoke you like this blunt.
No, yeah, but I will hopefully be continuing Gus's story with that.
All right. Well, we look forward to it. You heard it here first, folks. Follow Scruffy_lad_arts and Academy of Fine.
Don't follow. Do not follow Art Institute.
Yeah, fuck art school.
Fuck art school.
College.
Fuck
college.
in general, unless you're a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah. Unless you really need that. I mean,
unless your career needs it, but just go to church.
Or if you're the first in your family.
I love you, Mom, and I love you, Dad. And I love you, my dog, and my sister, and I love you, like, my family, and I just want to thank my...
This has been the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. We'll see you on the next episode.
Hotter wings.